Hey guys, welcome to the world of anime. Today the talk gonna made by Stark. In this video we gonna see the top 5 pairs in Demon Slayer that completely make sense. Before going to the video, if you want to meet your pair soon, subscribe to us. If that doesn't make any sense, mention by hitting a like. First pair. Obanai and Mitsuri. The pillars have always been popular fuel for fan works due to their individual personalities and unique bond as servants to one cause. One of the more popular ships involving two pillars is that of Mitsuri Kanroji, the love pillar, and Obanai Iguro, the snake pillar. According to series canon, Obanai loves Mitsuri greatly but has trouble expressing his feelings for her due to his desire to protect her from his troubled past, while she obviously has a special connection with him but is rather oblivious to how much he truly cares for her. Fans of this relationship don't consider it to be as one-sided as it initially appears, and they're right in the respect that there are many moments throughout the series when it is painted as more than just a casual friendship. Whether or not that means it could eventually become canon is anyone's guess. Nezuko and Zenitsu. While some fans of the series object to this ship, especially considering Zenitsu's problematic attitude towards women early on, even they can't deny that, within the context of the series, it does make enough sense to possibly become canon in the future. Zenitsu does seem to show a much more passive, human love for Nezuko than what he's shown to others in the past, and many fans find his desire to protect her genuine. She's also shown to enjoy his company, even if she's not ready to reciprocate his affection just yet. Inosuke and Tanjiro. This is one of Demon Slayer's most popular ships in terms of fan following, behind Sabito and Giyu and Zenitsu and Tanjiro, and it's easy to see why. While the interactions between Tanjiro and Inosuke are initially confrontational, Tanjiro's kindness is shown to have a positive effect on his teammate. And despite their differences, the two do make a pretty good team. Eventually, they even have a noticeable camaraderie as both friends and allies. Even if it never becomes canon, at least this ship will live on in Demon Slayer history as one of few ships that most of the fandom could actually agree on liking. Sabito and Giyu. While Sabito died before the events of the Demon Slayer series, he appears early on as the spiritual mentor to Tanjiro, and his past is later retold through flashbacks. Sabito and Giyu were great friends, and Sabito's untimely death during final selection put Giyu in an emotionally tormented state. Giyu believed that if he couldn't even save those he cared about most, he had no right to be a Demon Slayer, and considered relinquishing his spot as the water pillar. It's a sad story, especially considering the fact that Giyu is repeatedly shown to still have trouble coming to terms with his guilt feelings over the situation, but it makes the emotional connection between the two, and thus, the ship itself, that much more poignant. Kanao and Tanjiro. One of Demon Slayer's very few canon ships focuses on Kanao and Tanjiro. The manga fleshes it out a little better than the anime does, but the basic idea is based on one particular scene from the series where Tanjiro questions Kanao on her odd habit of choosing between two options with a coin flip, eventually convincing her to follow her heart instead of making random decisions. While the two had interacted at earlier points in the series, this was the first time their connection was shown to be authentic and personal rather than just a friendly rivalry, and there's a lot pointing to this becoming a primary ship moving forward. Apparently this is actually a thing, but why would somebody who actually cares about the series endorse this? It's no secret that Tanjiro and Nezuko have an amazing bond. They would sacrifice their lives for each other, but it's strictly familial, and trying to make it something more than that is pretty messed up. Thankfully, the fandom goes out of its way to disown this ship, but that doesn't explain why it had to exist in the first place. And, yes, sometimes it seems like fans will ship any character with any other character regardless of, well, anything, but at least then we can be thankful that we'll get some good ships out of the mix, even if that also means we'll sometimes have to deal with stuff like this. So that's all guys. If you already meet your pair, convey us by mention a comment and hit a like.
頑張れ。人は心が原動力だから。じゃ、またいつか。なんで表を出せたの？偶然だよ。それに裏が出ても表が出るまで何度でも投げ続けようと思ってたから。